This month in June. There's swimming, there's usually theatre shows, there's a couple of theatre groups on the island. I was involved with one of them, but there's also a second one, and this poster comes from the Teatrico of the city. Okay? July, Australian Caesarean invasion. So during the school holidays here, everybody comes back and they're really excited, and it's all good if you bring your money with you, and it's so good. It's also, July's the hottest month of the year. Okay, even though we're often told August, it's actually July. July's the time of heat wave. And it's also the celebration of Ayoyani, which is, it's in the north of the island, but the views are so spectacular. They're like George's house views, right? August, it's a time of picking grapes, so if you're up early and someone sees you on the street, chances are you're going to end up picking grapes and treading them. Okay, it's also the 15th is Panagias, which is the celebration of the Virgin Mary, and it's local to the story goes, one of the many stories go, that the icon was taken during the burning of Constantinople, and that pirates actually had this icon, and the boat sank, and the icon gets washed up. Anyway, to cut a long story short, some bleating sheep, you see a shepherd hears the bleating sheep and goes over and finds the icon, and there's a celebration. They take it up to the top of the village to build a church, and every night the icon would disappear down back to the reeds. So they built the church in the reeds, and the island constantly gets burnt around the church, but doesn't get burnt in the church. Oh yeah, August is also the time tourism ends. So the 15th is a big dance in Potamo. So in the morning you get up, you go to Medivya, then you go to the dancing Potamo. On the 16th, the boats and the planes filled, packed with tourists. It's gone. It's over. Okay. September is actually the warmest sea, so picking up on what Karen said, if the island is not family orientated, it's great for ecotourism. And it also is the time when children begin school, so you don't have children in your family. The epilogue, an extension of my Caesarean family blog, which I did 52 weeks in paradise. The book Return to the Village is the first-hand account of the wise and eccentricities I experienced living on the island for 20 years. More than a tsunami of nostalgia, Return to the Village is the equivalent of the medical degree from the University of Life, and I mean that. Like, there are endless stories I can tell you. I'll tell you one of the most significant stories. I'll do it really quickly. It was about the middle of my stay, so it was probably about 96, 97. Wasn't the middle of my stay actually, 96, 97. And there was a ship passing between Pithera and the mainland, and it dropped its anchor and it pulled up the electricity cable. So the whole island had no lights, no electricity for 3 days. And as you can imagine, Caesareans freaked out, and they bought all the generators, and there weren't any generators left. But what happened was the churches were lit with candles from the inside, and they would do this with the light from the candles. So then you got a sense of, oh, this is how it is. That things weren't like constant, they were radiating in a very, very different way. So fingers crossed, Return to the Village, which I've completed the first draft of, will be available to the public in early 2016. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I should have. Just so I can keep a track of what I'm doing, I'm going to pass around a list, and you can add your name to it, no pressure, and I'll keep you updated about, Return to the Village, okay? Thank you.